Now we are going to go ahead and start with our first featured brand partner who is focused on building sustainable boutique developments while protecting the environment. Their projects aim to provide a wealth of life at home, at work, in the community, and in the country. So, to share with us about Life Built for Tomorrow, we have with us a licensed mechanical engineer who obtained his degree from the University of Santo Tomas, and he is concurrently the president of Arthalan Prestige Property Solutions Incorporated, the property management arm of Arthalan Corporation. That said, let us all welcome on stage the Senior Vice President and Chief Sustainability Officer of Arthalan, Mr. Oliver Chan.
Good morning, good morning. Hindi ko alam kung sasabihin good morning everyone or good morning kids, but good morning. Uh, Normally, when we do presentations, I'll start off by talking a lot about our company, Arthalan, but later on we'll shorten it into a video because I think what we have to talk about here is more than just our company and what we do for our projects. So the main theme is life built for tomorrow. Tomorrow meaning you guys, the future generations. So I have an 8-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a 2-year-old. And sa bahay, Tagalog kami, not English. No, they study in another school, whom will not mention. But imagine 8 years old and 6 years old in school, most of their classmates fail Filipino. Not math, not science, di ba? But Filipino ang binabagsak nila. Sometimes they can understand a little Tagalog, pero they can't even speak anymore, di ba? And when we talk about life built for tomorrow, we talk about culture, and culture relates to sustainability as well. No? Culture, when we go to other countries, when we go to Japan, when we go to other countries, they make sure that their culture is intact. And that is very important. The old traditional ways of doing things, they still follow up to the day. They still bow to you when they meet. Sometimes, hindi ko na alam kung kailan ako mag-bow. Bow na lang ako ng bow. But end of the day, they know where they came from. And tayo, kung di man lang tayo makasalita ng Tagalog, may problema na tayo. Diba? Our culture is disappearing. You will learn English eventually. The entire curriculum is in English. Diba? So matututo ka rin naman ng English. Diba? But I think the important thing is we start from somewhere, and that's with the future generations, which is why our topic is Life Built for Tomorrow. Next slide, please. Okay, so Arthalan, so we committed to sustainability since the birth of the company, 2008. So no one was talking about sustainability back then. And so we've committed to 100% sustainability. Next. This is the video. Start. Okay. Ito yung medyo napag-usapan kanina ni Senator. Before there wasn't an Ondoy, there wasn't a Bagyong Tino, the one in Cebu. Diba? And I agree it's because of corruption and governance. Yes, that's true. Next slide, please. But the thing is, right now, you don't even know kung kailan mag-stop yung rains. Diba? Magdi-December 9, it's still raining. So a lot of people up to today are still talking about this happened because of corruption. It's true. I'm not contesting that. Sorry, by the way, if I sound like I'm lecturing you, nagturo ako dati, so pasensya na. But The thing here is the main cause yung kailangan nating isipin. The root cause of the problem is climate change. Corruption is there, governance is there, a lot of other reasons are there. But the main reason why we have these kinds of floods, these kinds of rain, is because of climate change. That is the root cause of all of these that we have to start moving today. Okay, next slide. Diba? The earthquake recently in Cebu, above 7 in terms of magnitude. Diba? The last time we saw that heavy of an earthquake was years and years ago. You weren't born yet, baka ako hindi rin pa sana. Diba? But the idea there is things are changing to a point that we don't even know when all these tragedies, calamities will now happen. And yet, people are not moving. Diba? Sometimes, some people will hate me for saying this, but sometimes, what we do is for marketing purposes only. So what do I say marketing purposes only? Because everyone talks about sustainability nowadays. Your main focus is about how to market it better rather than how to do it better. Those are two different things. Magkaiba yun. Diba? And how do you market it? Once a year, you go to a place, plant a few seeds, drink from a plastic bottle, then you're done. Once a year. I agree it helps to a certain degree, but are you addressing the root cause of the problem? You can go somewhere by the beach, pick up a few plastic bottles, pick up a few trash, smile to the camera, sit down, and go back to your office. Does that address the root cause of the problem? That is marketing. I hope you understand what I mean. So what we have to look for is how to address the root cause, not creating a marketing scheme on how to make a company look better. Next slide. Now, legacy in motion, and we talk about legacy in motion because it starts from somewhere. When you start something, trendy tayong mga Pilipino eh, di ba? Nung nag-open yung Shake Shack sa BGC, yung pila, akala mo ngayon lang nakakain ng burger. Di ba? Pero lahat sumusunod. Di ba? And then when you tried it, tapos na, wala na. Di ba? Imagine for the Philippines, we were the first property to get a net zero carbon seal from International Finance Corporation in the world. And now there are more than, I hope, 100 buildings in the Philippines going for the EDGE certification. So you just need someone to start it, and then everyone will always want to follow. Right? Next. Now, but those are projects. All the certifications that we have is now a standard. So it's not something that we even market anymore because it's now a standard for all our development. What is important is what the organization is doing in general. So now we have Science-Based Targets Initiative. Ang Science-Based Targets Initiatives or SBTI, haba, it tracks yung development mo towards net zero, not only sa projects mo, but the company itself. Including, for example, how do your employees travel from their homes to the office? Kasama na yon. So kung ang gamit mong kotse ay pick up na gumagamit ng ilang liters of fuel a day, that's now already counted in our assumptions for going net zero. So again, hindi lang siya projects for show. But everything that we do in the office, kanina nakita niyo sa video, bawal na ang single-use cups in the entire building. Palalabasin ka. Kung may dala kang Starbucks na or whatever brand na coffee na dala mo na paper cup, plastic cup, or whatever it is. No? So small things that moves towards something bigger. Now, slowly we adjusted towards we need to learn more. And this is with the United Nations SCAP, ESB, and HABA. Sustainability. So SCAP is UN Economic and Social group of the Asia Pacific. So Commission of the Asia Pacific. So we are now engaging international organizations not only to help us, but we're also helping them in terms of sustainability. So we're now part of the executive committee, and we are the champions of circular economy here in the Philippines. Next slide, please. To be able to move forward also, we're helping also the local government. So this is the Quezon City local government, and they have a consultant, the C40 Cities group, and we're helping them with their green building code to demand more from developers and others who are actually earning a lot doing business, for example, here in Quezon City, but give something back by making it a code and making sure that others follow as well. So we're not keeping it to ourselves, trying to bring it outside. So, para ma-engage ang younger generation as well, we have this program wherein the uniforms of our team members are now recycled, even including yung print dun sa uniforms nila. So, to be able to bring things forward, you need to engage first. Get people interested before you get them to listen. So, ang purpose nito hindi para turuan sila kung paano gumawa ng uniform. Ang purpose nito is to get them engaged. Have fun doing it, understand it, so that you can apply it moving forward. That's the goal there. Next, please. Yan. So they're actually wearing it, no? Now we have the Arthalan Masterclass. So I have 10 minutes left. Bibilisan ko. The reason why NU is very close to our heart, even though I'm not from NU, is because, and I was telling them earlier, sa dami-daming school na sinulatan namin to work with us on this program, it was only NU who initially replied to us. That's how progressive your school is. So you have to thank your... So here, we started with architectural students, teaching them sustainability on very practical elements on actual buildings. No? They got scholarships, and also they are now working in multinational and local companies as sustainability consultants. So it helps enhance, I would say, your productivity and helping you get better jobs as well. No? So because of NU, next slide please, now other schools have joined us. Adamson, FEU, PIP, and it started from here. So thank you very much to NU. Next, please. Now, I would like to introduce someone very special, si Belle, who got one of our scholarships, to talk a little about what happened during the Arthalan Masterclass and how it helped her. So she is from National University. So everyone, please welcome Belle.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Belle, and I'm truly honored to stand here today as a graduate of the Artaland Masterclass, a professional green building program organized by Artaland with partnership with my alma mater, the National University. Being part of the first batch and one of its scholars was both an honor and a responsibility. The masterclass was truly eye-opening. We didn't just learn about frameworks and certifications like LEED, Verde, Well, and EDGE, but also the deeper purpose behind sustainable design. It taught us that sustainability isn't just about buildings, but about people, communities, societal issues or systems, and the future we're all shaping together. During my internship with Artaland, I witnessed how their philosophy of a life built for tomorrow is lived out in every project. From the way spaces are designed to promote wellness and efficiency, to how each development uplifts local communities and protects the environment. It reflects a genuine commitment to creating spaces that don't just look good, but also do good. That experience helped me realize that sustainability is not just a concept, it's a commitment we can live out in our work and even in our daily lives. Today, I am continuing that journey as a green building professional, carrying the lessons and mindset that the program instilled. The masterclass gave me not only the technical skills, but also the confidence and sense of responsibility to be part of something bigger. It taught me to always ask, how can this be more sustainable? And reminded me that every effort, big or small, and anyone in any field can make a difference when driven with pure intentions. To me, empowering the next generation means giving us the knowledge, the opportunity, and the platform to carry forward the work that the Artaland has begun. With that, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to National University for nurturing our passion and providing a strong foundation for learning, to Manila Bulletin for creating these meaningful platforms that amplify stories of sustainability, and to Artaland for believing in young people and for truly building a life built for tomorrow. Thank you very much and maraming salamat, Artaland.
So malamang halos mauubos na yung 10 minutes. So can we please? Okay, so this was our program with Universidad de Zamboanga. So we're really reaching out to universities already to help see how we can improve sustainability nationwide. Next, please. Now, the most important part of what we're doing today, sorry, lalagpas na mga 2 minutes. But this is called Project Beam. No? Kaya siya tinawag na Project Beam because we want to create and enhance something in the construction business. No? Number one is by using bamboo as part of the structure in a building. Okay, I'll just summarize it. Next slide. Now, 50% embodied carbon when it comes to building-related emissions. That is one big thing that is hard to change. And the solution is bamboo. There is more than 50,000 hectares of bamboo in the Philippines na hindi natin ginagamit. We are the number 6 exporters of bamboo in the world. Di man lang natin alam yun. What we want to do, by the way, this is launching on November 25, wherein lawmakers and different organizations will be joining because we want to change the building code. We want to make sure that we embed something, again, root cause of the problem. The root cause of the problem when it comes to real estate, cement and steel. How do you change that? Find something natural and find something that can go circular. Circular meaning mas mahaba ang buhay at umiikot. No? Recyclable, reusable. Okay? So it is nature-based, and we actually have the technology here in the Philippines for quite some time now. It is just that no one is pushing for it. No one is helping the industry. No one is helping people in those areas, Bukidnon, Pampanga, and others, to be able to cultivate what we have already in place. Now, what this does is not only help us in the real estate and construction industry, but also may help create jobs for a lot of people. Next slide. This is what we're going to do. The Philippines' first commercial bamboo structure. 100% above ground, sa taas ng lupa of the structure, there will be no cement and steel. All bamboo. Larger scale, because ginagawa na pala to sa mga small houses, but no one wants to push it forward. So we want to show them that this can be done on a larger scale, and then hopefully when it's in the code and there are people pushing for it, then we can go for a larger scale, creating more jobs and helping also the economy. So this helps a lot of people. So hopefully when we launch this, same as being the first net zero carbon building in the world, people hopefully start to follow and see this is possible. Why not move forward and push for this even more? Okay? So that is my main purpose here. So I'm done. Exacto. Nag-sign na si Sign. So thank you very much, everyone. Hope to see you again soon.
Thank you very much, Sir Oliver, and also to Belle for sharing with us your experiences with Arthaland.